Yellow group, this is your line. Let me go ahead and play the line that you've written. That's this line here. All right, let me go ahead and turn this off. And I said this would be a great harmony line or a veggie line, so here it is. Let me play it again for you. Okay, I like the line. I went ahead and picked out the chords that I think would work best for your line based on the 3 chords that we discussed in class. You have an E and a C here, so I chose a C chord. Here you have an F, and I went ahead and put an F here. You do have a D in your chord, which I think will still work. It may sound a little funny at first, but I want y'all to see what you think of it. And then we have the C and the G and the E here. That's a C chord. And then finally, I put a G chord here because you have a D in your chord in your line here. We have a little bit of a clash here. I want you to listen to it. Okay, so just take a listen with the chords. So you can hear how this part didn't quite jive very well. It's because of this A. Now, it's a simple fix. If you want to maybe bring it down to G, let me show you what that will sound like. Listen. So that's an option there, or if you really want to have that leap, you can even bring it all the way up to B. I would allow that. Let me play that for you. So you have a couple of options, but you want to kind of stick with the notes that are in the G chord. That'll help you with this particular line. Okay, so let me help you. Let me see what we can do with our bass line. Now, typically with the bass line, I like to just start off with just 8 tas. Now I'm putting those in right now. When you actually get together with your group, I don't want you to worry about the note heads, the dots that are connected to the notes. All I want you to worry about is the stick portion. I just want you to write 8 tas. Because underneath each ta, each stick, you're going to write the letter, just like you did in class. It'll be easier to notate. Okay. Now what I want you to do, I want you to take these 8 tas and figure out a very basic bass line to start. So I'll give you a prime example, like here. You have C's. Well, C's are in your first chord, so I'm going to leave those the same. Here, I'm going to change them to F's because that's what you have as your chord, your F chord. Here, I'm going to keep those C's the same, and here I'm going to change them to G's because that's the chord you're using. All right, so let me play this for you. Let me play it for you with the other ones. I'm going to turn the chords off for now. But here is the 2 lines, the harmony line and the bass line together. Okay, so that's a good example. Let me see here. Turn this down just a little bit. Let's hear it one more time. Yeah, it's a nice line. There's just one issue that we need to work out. This is what I want you to do in class next week. Yes, I gave you the notes, but this line is a little too simple. because all you're doing is just keeping a steady beat, which we work on primarily in the lower grades, kinder, first, and second. So that's what I would categorize this as, a kindergarten, first or second grade line. I need you to bring it up to a fourth grade level. How do you do that? Well, you could take one of these sets of notes and you could make them into a bump bump T. It would go very well with what you have going on here anyway. You could match it up. You could even make both of the sets the same, so that way they all three sets match. And then here for this one, I wouldn't use T's, but I would use, just keep it as ta. That's one suggestion. Another suggestion would be to make some T's in here. Like you can do ta, ta, and then do ti, ti, ta, or, you know, maybe even, rather than keep everything on F, maybe even do F, like F, A, F. And then here, maybe do G, B, G. Okay? Or you can even move this E down to C. So C, C, F, C, F, D, C, G, D, G. So you could do something like that. Bottom line, it's up to your group how you want to do this. But start off with the 8 tas and just kind of play around with it for a little bit and then see what you come up with. Your goal for the next class is to be able to play this line and this line together at the same time and get them to work well. All right, that's your goal for next time. All right, good luck.